Sir James, first of all, are there any disadvantages to being honoured by Her Majesty?
Well, Her Majesty wasn't at all nervous when she met me. She carried it off with great aplomb, as you could well imagine. And the thing is, what are you doing standing in front of this guardian of democracy like this?
Well, I hope that if I bumped into you, Jimmy,
yes,
and obviously just walking around I have, that you may be able to get me inside, perhaps an introduction, cup of coffee to one of the royal personages. I mean, you never know.
Well, if you keep going,
you never know.
You haven't mentioned the magic words yet, which is Geltoff and Tish.
Geltoff and Tish.
Geltoff and Tish. I mean, you've only said to get you inside. I mean, it's,
okay.
Have you got any on you?
What's it going to cost?
Plenty later.
Ah, right, okay. Back to this. Anyway, so, I mean, do you think it's an outdated system, to be honest?
No, because you take a choice in this world. You can either live under a democracy, which has got flaws, but it's not all that bad, or you can live under a dictatorship. Now, we see in modern history what a dictatorship means. A dictatorship can do all sorts of things, and a democracy is okay. Now, this is the guardian of democracy here, because it's not so much what the royal family does, it's what they prevent happening.
Do you think some people, once they get their awards, I mean, I'm thinking of John Lennon, but there have been others, I think, as well, hand them back when they get dischuffed with what's happening? Do you think that's right or not?
No, that's perfectly okay, because it's a matter of conscience, and a person's conscience should be vital to them and sacred to them. And if people like John, God bless him, decided to give it back for a reason of principle, then there's no reason why he shouldn't do that.
What about the sort of people that get overlooked? Because obviously in something like this, it isn't the Queen that makes the ultimate decision, is it? It happens to be whoever's in Parliament at the time.
There are various routes to getting an award, and it goes without saying that for 700 years, the right people sometimes have been missed out. Right people can get it, but right people do get missed out. It's knowing. I always say that for a human being, the real reward is in heaven, and the good Lord, he has got enough compass for everybody. Down here, we're all human, and good, cracking people that should get an award might not get one.
So you wouldn't want to see this sort of thing stopped?
Not really. It's been very good for 700 years. Its history is that it has made people better for it, and so it should keep going on. And if anybody doesn't like it, they can always go and live in Iraq, they can live in Libya, the sun shines all the time in those places. I mean, why bother with all this bad weather when they can go and live there?